Alrighty, so ooh, I keep forgetting to turn down the volume. Okay, so Leo, this is gonna be a reading for love and romance. Just kind of a check-in before I start getting back into the readings here. Um, I do have some announcements for people wanting readings from me. The online readings are going to be a little bit yet. Uh, I still have to set up some accounts and whatnot for that. So that but I, again, if you want to know anything about that, look to the communities tab on my Infinity Readings YouTube page, and I should have the information there. I'm gonna have to get, make sure that I refresh those pages quite a bit. Um, so that's coming soon, and the rest I'll banter about at the end of the program here. Okay, so we're gonna get into Leo's reading, love and romance. Where are we sitting here? First card we have for Leo, Union of Hearts. This is nice. Yeah, so far, like this season, the whole summer, even into spring, the energy for Leos they're getting really good vibes all around. Like they're a lot of hmm, good energy flow is what I was getting, and it's just staying it put, which is good. It's staying on the good side of things. 28, 8 and 2 is 10. Beginnings and endings, right? There is a there's a connection of love that defies explanation. Can I speak? So we may be connecting with someone here that maybe in a logical sense doesn't make sense. Or we're just getting ready to connect here with someone on a deeper level that we've been with, or evolving to this kind of thing. And the sense they're giving me is that to outward people it may not make sense, but to our heart it makes a lot of sense, and this is what matters. So that's your overall energy. Good stuff. Alrighty, first card. My infinity cards are in here along with the romance. So first one. What? We have our little alien of neglect. What's going on? Man. Okay, neglect, that's, plainly put. This guy's an alien, right? He's not from here. He feels out of place. Da da da. We may feel neglected by somebody or someone here. This is in your field. Okay, next card on the romance, we have the Empress. So I feel like if you're a Leo female, and that's what I'm getting the energy of, is we are in Empress energy. We may be being neglected at this time by either partner. Now, just to tune all this may be fluctuating, but the sense I'm getting here is not that energy, not the energy I'm getting here. This is interesting. But I'm just gonna flow with it. In the end, we might be able to put this together here. Neglect is when one partner's being almost like avoided, but not quite, right? We're not being seen for our worth, is the sense that I'm getting. We're in Empress energy here. We have, in this romance deck, we highlight the puppies and the family, the extension of family. We may be feeling neglected within the family and not so much in the heart. Okay, here we go. Yeah, may have some feelings of neglect in other areas. Okay, dodecahedron, ascension, and ether. I feel like the Leo has been very, how do you put it? Very much in the flow of ascending. There's not been much kind of plugging them up. They've been going with the flow, doing what they needed. Their instinct has guided them. They've followed that successfully. So therefore it's been pretty smooth, is the sense that I'm getting. Yeah, for the feminines I'm picking up on, we are in our Empress energy. But there are some around us that may not understand who we are and what our worth, right? But I feel like the Leos, they always know their worth. They know their worth. So this is kind of getting under the skin, is what I feel. So we'll just leave that there. Go forward. Children. Oh, is this the area? Are our children? See, I was getting that highly, but I didn't want to jump guns. But here we go. Pow pow. Okay, children. These are highly prominent here. Give me a minute. Now, either we are, and there's going to be a split here in the Leo center. We're going to have some Leo feminines, is what I'm picking up on here. I'm just going to roll with. They may be neglecting their children in order to come. See, this is not something. Yeah. Give me a minute here. Yeah, there's just neglectful energy around children and having to do with Leo energy here. We are truly coming into our Empress energy. We do not do this. We do not neglect. So it is the children neglectful of tidings with us, is what they said. Now I'm going to move forward here. Yeah, Queen of Coins. Now, this is the woman who has a lot of lush things in her surroundings. She's earned it, right? That would be, even though it's not your element, fire, right? We're a little more worked up, a little more active, a little more sparky than a grounded earth energy. The sense here is we know our worth. How do I? And we may be somewhat, because if we're in our fire energy, which we're not, is what they're saying here. This really has to do with the family. This is going outside of a relationship, okay? I think in the relationship, this is the energy we're getting. We're feeling very good about the things that we have within a relationship that we've come across, very grounded, very stable, to the degree that we can go out and deal with other things and not have any flux here. It's going to be stable, it's going to be sturdy, da da da. Even though, and it may be the children that can't make sense of this union, not our problem, right? In a sense, this is what they're going here. Now, we know our worth. We know what we deserve and what we don't in and out of a relationship. I feel like there's noses out of joint here. Either the children don't like our choice of partner, like this is for someone who may not be with their how you say, birth parent, right? They may have divorced and now finding another, this kind of thing. I feel like they have something to say about it. Like, I don't think that's right for you. But do they know how their parent has evolved, right? Masculine or feminine here? Though I'm picking up on a feminine energy. How do they understand their parent fully at this point? Universe is going, no, they don't. Why? Partly because when we have the Queen of Coins, she's really gone through all the elements. She's the last out the gate before we hit the Empress energy, right? So I feel like this Empress was in her energy until the children come out and said, I don't like that, da, da. So then now we're kind of regressing back into our Queen of Pentacles. So we're strong and sturdy and stable. We're keeping our cool, but we're not saying as much as we would in the fire element, and not quite sure how to smooth it over other than to just lead by example. Here's the sense I'm getting. It's like, well, we don't want to get into an argument. Yeah, it's like adult children here with the new partner. Wow. Okay, geometry card before Eye of Ra. Shield from evil forces on the feminine side. So we may have some feminine children or feminine friends too, extensions of children that maybe giving us the evil eye for dealing with someone in a romantic. I feel like it all comes back to this relationship. It don't make sense to anybody outside of the partnership, but you're outside of the partnership for a reason, right? But this is what the problem is at this time. This is what's coming forth to be seen at this time. Okay. Wow. There we go. War, Fight Club. We may have a situation here where we have Leo parents, put it that way, who are finding true love here. Union of hearts is making us happy. We feel very good and grounded to the degree that I feel like if we have a partner outside of us, whether it's masculine, feminine, the other partner is taking this well, knowing we both know we belong together, right? And then there's people outside, just they're really not wanting this. Something stinks to them. Like it stinks to high heaven. There's something not right here. They can't figure it out. But really what they have to think about is mama happy, is papa happy, then that's what matters, right? But there's something other than that getting in the way here, and it kind of throwing people off. Now the fight club comes in when we're ready for war. It's a defensive sorry, a defensive stance here that's coming up against the Leo. Ooh, and guess what? You get the Queen of Swords. So she's going back. She's losing her Empress status here. Wow. Give me a minute. The Leo, right? We're losing our grace and our dignity here, trying to fight for this relationship. But the sense they're giving me is we're happy in it. This person's happy and that person's happy, no matter where you sit. People outside of us, not so much. So when we get a defensive stance here, we got the Queen of Swords. It's like, you just go ahead and you try. What are you going to try here? So, I mean, I've got children highly here. I think that's what matters most. But I'm also getting there's supportive energy for these children. There's supportive energy outside the friendship circle that may be supplying these children with ammunition to, stir up trouble here. And it may come to a head. Oh, octahedron. We got our hedrons here, 8s and 12s, integration in air. Integration does mean that we're going to have to adapt, right? Those people that are wanting to start war here. Do we have a bunch of troublemakers in our family? If so, we might have to kind of, yeah, we're dealing with that. We're coming out of our Empress energy for the feminine Leos to deal with this. I feel like when everything dies down, then they'll get back up on their throne and start taking charge here. The bottom line is we got a union here that I'm happy in. What else does it matter? We may have some reputations preceding, right? I feel like if this is a feminine Leo, there's reputation about the masculine Leo that may be ahead of him. He may be in changing mode as well. There's a lot of ascension going on here within the Leo, and it may be that these children figure that this person isn't good enough for us, this kind of thing. But if we think they're good enough for us, then, this kind of stuff. Okay. So that's interesting energy here. You need to shield from some stuff and kind of backtrack from our grace. We were in a sense of grace here. It's some opinions outside of us within the family or outside the family unit that are kind of getting in the way of us keeping our graceful head. Now, the animal card we have, 32 rhinoceros, which talks to moderation. Yeah, they're going keeping peace among the flames, right? They're trying to moderation. Is it because we're, spending too much time with a partner and not enough time with the children, and this is kind of an infantile way of stirring up trouble to get more, right? Because there's the neglect card. That was the energy we started with here. Are the children getting neglected for this person? And that's really what it comes down to. This needs to be discussed, right? Yeah, I feel like that's what it is, really. I mean, really, there may be some stuff here, some ammunition against this guy, but if we really gave him a chance, we might have to adapt our viewpoints here. It might be a little old, like the The reputation, maybe an old reputation, right? We just haven't outlived yet. Um, yeah, the rhino, they're big and they move slow, but they are powerful and they can do a lot of damage. I feel like that's kind of the current underneath the Leo. Like, don't piss them off. The family or no, don't piss them off because you want to see neglect after you piss Leo off, then good luck, right? Trying to get their attention after that. I feel like they're not going to go that far. I feel like they're very much in an energy here where don't cross me and don't make me mad. I'm finally at a point here where I had to fight for everything that I have here. And I feel good with it and I have to live with it. So that's ultimately, everybody's free will, right? Or free choice to do. If that's a mistake that they have to learn, the children have to kind of understand that's just they have to go there and learn it. So 32 comes down to 5, right? Tipping points. So, it may not even be um a solid relationship, but an introduction to a relationship and the struggles that come with. Hoo, hoo, hoo. The dragon card, what do we get there? Orange. Man, this one's making its rounds. Bring soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. And I feel like there's separation here, or like this could go in a way of separation. I think there's a certain side of the Leo here that's come forth to be heard and put their foot down, like that's enough. There may have been something said sideways, like it was just building, 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 and all of a sudden we had to put our foot down and be itchy about it, right? We had to just kind of, and therefore it brings on that air energy of integration where we have to adapt because we've made up our mind we're going to stay here. We're going to deal with this. We're going to go in this way. So you adapt, not me. I'm not going to change where I'm going here with this relationship. You change. So this is the foot I think that's been put down over this time. And universally here, they're wanting to bring you guys together, not let a union of love tear us apart. Makes no sense to us, is what they said. So, again, do we have shit disturbers in our family? If so, they might have to take a back seat here because there's a really valid sense. And I don't get that this person, this Leo, is really there to learn a lesson. I feel like this is a reward for all the lessons they've learned in the past. And, people outside of us with their nose out of joint trying to, we may have people that, have changed, including our parent or our friend or our partner or whatever, and the partner of the person that the Leo picked. They may be a changed person as well. And then there's people in the field, if you're smaller town or, smaller social circle, they may have a reputation that they've changed, but these people don't believe this kind of thing. This is what I'm getting. So wow, Leo. But standing up nonetheless, right? Don't shake the grace tree. We shook the grace tree and she fell out plunk right on her butt, and now she ain't happy. So don't do any more damage here because really it's ultimately about the love and the connection that they're feeling. They can't even enjoy that because everybody around them's being cantankerous. Yeah, make our choices, right? And sometimes if the adaption doesn't or the integration doesn't happen with the others, then they're the ones that got to go. And then I do focus 100% here. You thought it was bad then, it's going to get worse, that kind of thing. So there might be some lessons for the periphery, those people that are trying to keep this apart. There may be some lessons there for those. Okay, wow. Hard hitting Leo. Hear me roar. Yeah, they go, hear me roar. And this is what's been happening to the children. They've heard this. They're hearing this. Well, they're showing me. They're going, it's just a purr at this point. But they know from what's been said from heart that it's time to back off. So be aware. Maybe some talking, like when I feel this feminine energy here of evil, I feel like gossiping and chatter and negative, like she shouldn't be, or they shouldn't be, he shouldn't be with her because she's such a da da da, or I heard she did da da da, all this gossipy kind of stuff. This is what I'm getting here. So beware. But I think that the Leo's not going to let it get in the way. They're happy, and that's what matters, and that's what matters to them. And they got to figure out, it's sometimes sad who can't be happy for us at that time. So that is your reading. Okay, so now my announcement. Basically, I will be doing readings in the southeast area of Saskatchewan, Canada here. This is where I'm at currently. I'm setting up, um, I'm going to be setting a time and date. Check my communities page. Also, Soul Harbor is the place at this point that I will be setting up appointments in the future, in the near future here. But I will be on the communities tab or Soul Harbor's Facebook page. In there, check it out. I will be sending links to the next series of videos. So, and then we'll have more information then. So, take care, you guys. Have fun and be kind.